Whatever your plan is, it's going to fail. I'll make sure of that.
Hi, welcome to Left 4 Dead 2. Hopefully, it will have been worth the wait. What's not to like?
I feel like I should remember the name of this town.
I wonder what they call it. Are they already giving new names to our old places? That's the story of America all over.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So Earthfall had the Inferno update on August the 28th and I got curious about finally giving this game a shot. What better time to jump on this game than during the big update, right? I also managed to grab the game for around $10, so it really wasn't a massive financial risk or anything, and I've got to say, this game is pretty rad. Now, by no means is this a perfect game, but what I played of it today harkened back to my first times playing Left 4 Dead and those mechanics that felt new and fresh at the time. Earthfall takes the cooperative zombie killing formula that we all love and know from the Left 4 Dead series and innovates on top of it in new and creative ways. The good news is that if you're a veteran of this genre, you're going to take to Earthfall very quickly and hold your own in no time. What will rock your world a little bit though is the addition of the barricades. In Left 4 Dead, survivors would often find ledges or corners to wait out the swarms. But in Earthfall, you can barricade yourself inside many places thanks to these handy barricades. You can also attach a propane tank to these, giving them the ability to char the aliens. Really, I only wish that you could still close doors like in Left 4 Dead. I've seen a lot of doors in the maps in the game, but you can't close them, so it's kind of weird going from Left 4 Dead to Earthfall. It just feels bizarre not being able to close doors. The weapon selection here is basic, but also familiar with a few new cool additions. You have your progressively improving arsenal of weapons as you progress through each of the campaigns. You start with the basic pistol that can be dual-wielded if you manage to come across a second one. Melee weapons are also littered around the map to be used as secondary weapons. There's basic SMGs, shotguns, and such near the starting points of the levels, and as you progress you begin to see AKs, scoped assault rifles, heavy rifles, alien-looking arc rifles, Desert Eagles, and now the newly added P90s that came with the Inferno update. You're also going to find a flamethrower and chain guns sometimes throughout the maps, and these are pretty powerful power weapons. And all the weapons really do feel pretty good, and while they might lack the animation quality or visceral feel of weapons from something like, say, Killing Floor 2, the weapons all feel really unique and purposeful for different types of engagements. Speaking of viscera, one of the things you will notice in Earthfall is the lack of blood and guts. There's a little bit of cranial blowout from headshots, which is wonderful, but there didn't seem to be too much dismemberment or gore. After years of playing Brutal Doom, modded Left 4 Dead, and Killing Floor 2, I expect a little more oomph from my kills. Like I said, there is some there, but not nearly enough for the visual impact to let the player know that they're shredding through some squishy membranes inside an alien with a high caliber weapon. Another notable shortcoming is with the sounds. Weapons mostly lack the crack and bass you would want from them and then come across sounding quite pathetic. Sometimes when you take the stim shots in the game for a temporary health boost and other passive benefits, the game starts to handle audio mixing in a very bizarre way that ups the bass effects on certain weapons to an astronomically high level. The audio cues for certain alien spawns are also a little bit hard to hear at times and hard to distinguish between. Maybe I just need to put more time into the game to tell the difference between the monsters being spawned in by their sound effects. Now, I only played 2 levels before making this video, the very first mission and the newest mission, Inferno. The first mission was of course a good introduction to Earthfall and has you making your way to a storage facility for supplies. It's basic stuff, but does have some really fun vertical play towards the end of the mission as you secure the storage facility rooftops from aliens coming at you from each and every direction. Now, Inferno makes this level look very, very small in comparison, both visually and in the gameplay department. You're sent to fix a water plant as a raging inferno is blasting into the skies all around you. You're dropped in by helicopter to get the job done, and you make your way inside the plant. Inside, you complete multiple objectives, have a central area that connects the objectives together full of weapons and supplies, and you even climb a tower to shoot out giant green cysts at one point. You are being barraged constantly by enemies while on the hunt to complete your objectives, but you do get a little bit of time to breathe in between said objectives. The best thing to do then is to resupply in the middle warehouse and use stations to get your health back. This mission created some very compelling gameplay situations and was easily the highlight of my time with Earthfall so far. I was playing with bots, so we did eventually die at the very end of the level on our sprint to get to the helicopter. But I was stupid and thought I'd have enough time to revive a fallen comrade in a narrow tunnel with a giant tank-like alien in it, so of course that did not end too well. So all in all, my first impressions of the game have been pretty positive, but not glowing. I see this game becoming better and better with each new content update, and I pray that the devs will focus a little bit on the core combat's lack of hard-hitting feedback, especially with the melee weapons that lack any kind of it. I also would hope that there are plans to make mods a possibility for the future, as Left 4 Dead thrived off of the modding community, and this game has so much potential for interesting community additions like maps, weapons, and more. So have you guys tried out Earthfall yet? If you haven't and you find it on sale, I would recommend trying it out if you miss your cooperative campaign-based survival games. Also, do you guys have anything that you would want to see in Earthfall before you'd be interested in playing it? Let me know below in the comments. So before you leave, I would like to thank all of you so much for watching, and I'd also like to thank my Twitch subscribers and donators like Jonathan on Patreon for helping motivate me to continue making content like this for your viewing pleasure. I'll be covering Insurgency Sandstorm as well as Ready or Not and many other PC titles in the future, so if you like the sounds of that, why not subscribe to the channel? I'll try to also stay up to date on the Earthfall updates in the future and might even try to stream some of this game soon. Links to my Twitch and anything else that you could possibly need in the description. Alright guys, I'm off to massacre some more aliens. Stay frosty out there.